Hello everyone. My motherboard finally came in for my computer. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time. I'm actually going to try to speed run this shiz because I think I know how to do everything now since I've built it once before. But I'm pretty much going to spend the next 30 minutes putting together my computer again. And it should hopefully work by the time we're done with this. So, gonna record all this shiz, me putting together the computer and all that good stuff. And we'll see the end result when it's done. Okay, guys. So, this is several weeks later from the previous work on video. We had everything working before the last time we tried doing all this, and we had the computer working, and the only problem I had was I couldn't get Windows to install, and then I finally got Windows to install, and then it just completely stopped working when I plugged in my CD drive. So now we're back, new motherboard, ready to put this all together, but now we have experience with having built the computer before, so I think we should be able to do this in like 30 minutes or less, maybe even like 10 to 20 minutes. I feel like we can do this. So, new box for my motherboard. Let's open this up and let's put this in. Oh, hey, the other light came on. Give me a second. Didn't need the flash on my camera anymore because my bottom set of lights in my thing actually decided to work for me today and turn on. So, there's that. Pulling out the motherboard now. There we go. We got our new motherboard. So we're gonna put this in. Oh, actually, I forgot to take out my toolkit. So let's grab that real quick. Let's just check and make sure. Yep, this works for that. Okay, so let's start screwing this motherboard into those standings. Should be pretty simple. I have so many cords everywhere. Might make it a little bit more annoying, but it should still be good either way. I'm thinking we should have this done. Oh, wait, let me switch this out. I'm thinking we should have this done in, my guess is going to be 15 minutes. I think I can have this motherboard in, my CPU. So I gotta put my CPU back in. I'm gonna put my CPU back in, this motherboard in, have all the cords all organized and stuff, or at least all the cords plugged in. I think we should have it all done in 15 minutes. We're gonna start this now. At most 15 minutes. I don't want to go past 15 minutes. I think we should get this done real fast because we know what we're doing. We did this all before. We were already ready to do this again. So I feel like 15 minutes is a good amount of time to predict that it would take us to get this shiz done. So we know that we got to put the memory cards back in, which I have them both to the side. We got to put the graphics card back in. We got to plug back in all the fans. We got to plug in all of our power cables. We got to plug in our SSD drive, which is still over here. Which, matter of fact, now that I think about it, I haven't gotten the carrier for it yet. I don't know why, but it hasn't come in the mail. But yeah, we got to plug that back in. We got to plug in We gotta put back in our Wi-Fi router. Bunch of shiz, but it shouldn't be too difficult. But we already have our power outlet, power battery. Let's just say that we have our battery in already because we didn't take it out. Okay, all screws are in for the motherboard. Let's take this off and put our CPU in. Pretty sure that goes in the bottom left corner. I guess we should check just to make sure, because we don't want to break anything. Yep, that was right. Goes in the bottom left corner. There we go. That goes there. Then we just put this guy in. I'm not sure if it's over the holes or not. Might not be, actually. Maybe 15 minutes was a little too much to expect. Maybe, because I did say I was doing all the cords too and stuff. That's a lot of stuff to do. Let's say 20 minutes then. Or no, how about this? We'll keep it at 15 minutes because I think we should be able to finish this in 15 minutes. But the chords part just won't count because chord organizing, that's a lot of shit, man. That requires way more work. That's like just individual work for like its own. Okay, sorry, we're back. So all of the videos on my camera that I've been deleting, I forgot to permanently delete them, so they were still taking up space. So my camera ran out of space. Well, I mean, my phone went out. My phone ran out of space while I was recording, but nothing different happened. I plugged this guy in, and this guy is solid. But it took me like 10-20 seconds to do that because all I did was take that off there and plug it in. But those are the only differences. This guy is solid. This guy's plugged in. So I think we're still within our 15-minute shiz. Should be. I still think the chord portion should be a separate part because chords is just chords and it's a lot of chord organization. So yeah, CPU's in. So I guess next thing we're gonna put in is our graphics card. This cool guy. Still like this. It's a nice card. We're gonna put this right here. There we go. Nice, nice. So let's take some screws and plug this in. Or screw this in. luckily for us, this motherboard came in today, which means that I got it before spring break, because I'm pretty sure the school's post office would have been closed over spring break. So since we got it today, it's perfect, because that means we have our motherboard, and that means I can put this shiz together, and that means that I have this over spring break, and I can use this computer over spring break. So that's pretty cool. That's really good. Okay, so those are in. What next? What next? Next, we're gonna put in our two 4 gig sticks of RAM for 8 gigs of RAM total. They look pretty cool. I like them. Matter of fact, let's put them in. Oh no, it's supposed to go that way. I was right first time. Click, click, and click, click. Blam! We got that in. We're gonna hold off on putting our Wi-Fi router in, because part of the directions in the Wi-Fi router was saying that that we should do it after we've actually installed the software. So we'll hold off on that. We have all the pieces actually in our motherboard. Time to start plugging stuff in. So we might as well start with our power cables, which are right here. We're gonna take all of our, like our big one right here. Sorry. Let's do this here. Matter of fact, let's move you around. Or actually, if I do move you, then you won't be able to see. Let's go from this side. There we go. Okay. We're not going to count that against me, because I was putting you guys in a better position to see things. We're going to have everything plugged in within our first 15 minutes, and then we'll organize stuff afterwards. Okay, so this is our big power cord. We'll put this right here into our motherboard. And then, let's see, this guy, these guys are for our graphics card. So let's put them right into the side of our graphics card. And we already know where all of these things go because we did this before. Sorry. Yeah, these are gonna go right here on the side of the graphics card. These guys are gonna go, one of them is gonna go into our CD drive, and the other one's gonna go into our SSD drive. So let's plug those in real quick. Okay, that's plugged in, and this is plugged in. Nice. Last but not least, actually, oh, forgot. You gotta put this guy into over here for our CPU. And of course, I'm gonna move all of these to organize them, but I just want you to see where they're all going first. Although we've already done this whole process before. Oh, actually, we're putting it in backwards. Blam, that's in. Okay, last but not least, these guys are going into the back for our fans. But that's actually really complicated to show you because I'd have to lift up the computer and put it back there. So we're just gonna say that I plugged these in already. Next is this cable. It's gonna go right over here into our SATA cable section. Or this is actually our USB 3 cable for the actual computer. So give me a second, I'll pause, put us in a better position. We'll have all the rest of these plugged in, or we'll be plugging them in. Okay, so this is the back. I did do a little organizing of the other cords in front, so I'll show you that later. But wanted to put all of these cables. This is the last power cord I showed you. Got to plug it into the fan. So here's fan number 1. This one's going to be the fan that's in the back. Actually, let's plug that in that way. Fan number 2 is right here. This one's the front fan. And I think there's a third fan. Yep, fan number 3. And this one is, I'm not sure which fan this is. Might be the top fan. This one's being difficult to get in the actual power thingy thing. I don't know why. Why are you being difficult, fan? Stop being difficult. The other two went in so easily. I don't know why this one's being difficult. I don't want to break it, but right now I feel like I'm going to. Give me a second, and I'll have this together. Okay, all 3 of the fans are together. Got that last one in. It did take a lot of work, but I didn't break it at least. So these are the next 2 things. This is gonna have to go in this one's gonna go on one of my SATA ports, and this one is gonna plug into the side of the motherboard. So I'll move this back to the front view, and I'll have these 2 in. Okay, so here's the front view. I tied up some loose ends in the back. Quite literally, I tied up the actual loose ends in the back, and then I turned it around. The 2 cords that I pointed out before we turned around are the HD audio, which I plugged in over here, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, the SATA cable that needs to be plugged in, which got right here. The blue cord, or the thing with the blue end, that's this one. And I actually did find one other cord that I need to plug in, and I put it in right here. So now we have all of our cords plugged in, and they're actually pretty neat and organized. I'm going to tie up this bunch of power cords right here. I'm going to tie this up real quick, and then it'll actually all be done already. Actually, no, you know what? What we're missing is we didn't put the SATA cables into our SSD drive and our CD drive. So let's grab those real quick, and we'll do those. But yeah, we're actually already pretty much done. This shiz was really fast. Okay, so here's our extra SATA cables for our SSD drive and our CD drive. Put it in this guy over here. There we go. Let's put it right. Actually, no, let's put this one in SATA 3, which is right here. There we go, that's plugged in. And our second one is going to go right up here to our CD drive and into SATA 0. Just going to plug this in real quick. And there we go. We have everything plugged in. So we're gonna organize these cords real quick, and then we'll turn it on, see if it works. Okay, everything's together. It's closed up. We're gonna plug in this power cable and try to turn this on. Okay, turn the power switch on. 3, 2, 1, power. It turned on. We got this shiz working. Something's making noises though, so I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna turn this back off because something in here is rattling. Rattling's not good. Gotta figure out what is rattling inside of my computer. So we're gonna open this guy up. But what's good to know is that it definitely was a motherboard problem, because now it's turning on as compared to before where it just completely turned off. Okay, so let's turn this on and see which thing is rattling. Oh, I think it's our CPU fan. There we go. Yep, it was our CPU fan. I think the cords were in the way and it kept hitting the fan, so it started rattling. But it's working fine now. Everything's working. It turns on. We are happy. We got this shiz, and we probably did it in 15 minutes. I feel good. Woo! Okay, so we got this shiz working. Everything's plugged in. Everything's together. Everything's organized, pretty much. So what we're going to do is we'll put this down on the side of my TV, which is right behind you. Blam, TV. Because I don't have an HDMI adapter for my desktop computers yet. I mean, for my what's it called? What are those things called? Screens. For my screens that I had previously. They don't have HDMI ports, and I don't have an HDMI adapter yet. So I'm gonna use my TV as my computer screen. So give me a second. I'll put this down there, and we'll be ready. Okay, my TV is on. I'm about to hit the power switch on my computer. It's plugged into the TV already, into the HDMI port. Let's push the power button. Let's see what happens. Holy fluff. And it still has Windows from when I installed it last time. See? Proof that I actually installed the shiz. I told you people that I did the thing, and then I just lost the video of me doing the thing. But I did the thing! You can see that I did the thing! And it's working! Everything's working! Wait, let me see if I can log in. I don't remember my password. This is bad. I already don't remember my password. Okay. It worked. Everyone, it worked. I'm happy. I'm happy. You should be happy because it worked. Let's do this. No, not that. We gotta decrease the screen resolution because right now it doesn't fit within the borders. Or maybe we just gotta do some stuff with the actual TV screen, but it's working, so that's good. We know that our computer that we put together is working. That's what we're happy about. We'll figure out the rest of the details later, but for now, this is all we needed, so. We got the computer working. Happy. Okay. Appa.